Cultivate your mind and recognize the living God inside. We reppin' H.O.M.E.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, God, you know what time it is, right?
Yo.
Yeah. Shango is about to come in. Oh yeah.
Listen, Southside, stand up, please. Listen, hailing from South Jamaica Queens, from the block of 134, we got the Body Bangout master himself. If you ain't never seen this brother work out, I don't know what you've been missing, man. But yo, listen, it's revolutionary.
You definitely missing something.
You missing something, bro. Yo, we got Malik Ali from Body Bangout in the building. Y'all make some noise. Yo, listen.
What's good,
bro? I know you driving right now. I know you on the move, man. But you know we gonna get into it, man.
Nah, we good. You know we know how to maneuver.
Right.
We know how to maneuver through these streets. You heard?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Man, how you feeling, bro?
Yeah. Everything great with me. What's up with you?
Man, everything is good, man. Yo, it's an honor to have you here. Like I said before, man, I watched your videos on YouTube, and it has helped me out tremendously, bro. I've lost over 30 pounds, utilizing a lot of your technique, and
that's ill.
Yeah,
congratulations.
You didn't even know. That's the ill part.
I know now. And yo, you want to hear something crazy?
What's up?
People be coming up to me telling me, I be watching your videos and I utilize what you put up, and I lost. These people I don't have no idea about. So I'm like, it works. I mean, that's what I'm here for. That's what we're gonna utilize these platforms. You know what I mean? To touch bases with people who we can't normally touch bases with. You know?
Right. Well, you definitely doing your thing, man. That just goes to show you the power of positive, motivated energy, that how it just transmits without you even having to be physically putting your hands on it. And I'm curious. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, but I'm curious to see where all this started from, because your workout it has this kind of swagger, this kind of bravado, this kind of I don't know, this edge to it that makes you really want. So what school? What middle school and high school did you go to in Queens, man?
I went to Thomas Edison.
Oh,
you know I went to Thomas Edison. Yeah, I went to Edison.
All boys school. Yeah.
It was. I mean, it was like 10% women in there. It was like 90% men. But that was like, home of the gladiators. There, all the official dudes went to Edison. Edison was official.
Yeah, I went to Jamaica right across the street. So I was like,
you went to right across the street.
Yeah.
We used to come over there and bag our chicks. We used to come over there and bag our chicks and all that. I had all the girls in Jamaica.
Oh yeah, we definitely did. So what kind of like student was you growing up? I mean, in Thomas Edison, man. Like, was you into the books, or was you more like looking beyond that?
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, right?
No doubt.
I had to go to school. I had to go to school, and tell you why I had to go to school. Because when I was 13, I caught a gun charge at 13, right? I caught my gun charge at 13, so I had probation.
Right? What you doing with a gun when you're on 13?
I mean, I was outside, so I caught the gun charge at 13. So being that I was a youth, I got probation with it, right? So this was when I was in the 8th grade. I think I was in the 8th grade or 9th grade. So make a long story short, the next year I went to high school. I had 5 years probation. So I went to school, and my parole officer used to pop up on me. He's like he popped up. So I had to go to school. You know what I mean? Then maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years, I caught a drug case, right? I caught a drug case. So it was like being that Yeah, he put into his supervisor because I was supposed to catch a violation, do a 1 to 3, but due to my lawyer and due to my my probation officer at that time, he gave good word to his supervisor, and I didn't plead guilty for the case. You plead guilty, you automatically do the 1 to 3. So he let me rock. He put in a good word to the supervisor and then. And I had programs. So basically, I had to go to school. I had to, because he was popping up on me. You feel what I'm saying? So, and then I kind of gravitated to going to school anyway, because I was in the street. I was getting money. I was like 15, 14, 15, 16, making $1,000, $2,000 a day. I mean, like $1,000 a day. You know what I mean? Easy. Like this before I went to school.
So what year is this?
Early in the morning.
What year are we talking?
This was like 80. This was like 80. Maybe 7. Something like 87, maybe. When you come outside, you can make $1,000 in 30 minutes. That was 87. You know what I mean? And whoever ran the block was making $50,000, $60,000 a day. That was like.
Okay, that's outside.
You know how to win. It was outside, yeah. But
I'm from the South.
Going to school,
you don't know what I'm
like that. Yeah, it was different. So I'm going to school every day, taking a cab every day, going to school. Money in pocket, 15, outfit, going shopping every day in the Coliseum. I kind of like that. You know what I mean? I kind of, it was fun. And on top of that, going to school, you know what I mean? Just, showing off what I got, didn't leave school. You know what I mean? Just to say I was in school, just in case my probation officer pop up, because he always popped up around the same time. He always popped up between like 9 and my lunch break. So that was the time. So I knew that I can leave after lunch. I knew I could leave after lunch. So if he didn't pop up by then, I boogied and did what I did. But I got a high school diploma. Like I said,
wow! Congratulations, bro.
Yeah. That was one of my recommendations. I had to get that because I was, I was under the gun. Like, so I had to do that. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Let me hold you right there, because I want you to break something down for the people that don't know, that's not from Queens, because we hear this slogan a lot. South Side, we outside. And what is your perspective of that slogan, South Side, we outside? What does it mean to be I'm outside? From your what's your philosophy on being outside?
I don't know what their philosophy is. I don't know with this new terminology, but outside means like I'm outside. I'm active. When you outside, that means you active. You getting money, or you busting your gun, or whatever they using it for. You feel what I'm saying? I know we never use that. Like it ain't just a South Side. We outside. Brooklyn dudes do it. Bronx do it. Everybody, it's around the world. I'm outside now. You know what I mean?
It don't mean you're outside playing hide and go seek. Run around.
No, it ain't that. It's supposed to mean you outside and you active. You active. You know what I mean? Gotcha. So what it mean to me is you outside, you doing you getting money, or you scamming, or you whatever it is that outside brings. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't outside playing basketball. You ain't outside, you know what I mean, like doing construction. You outside doing something. You feel what I'm saying? You active in the street.
Got you.
So that's what that mean to me. You know what I mean? And that's what I guess that's what means to them.
Got you.
What I'm saying?
Right. Okay. So let me give you.
That's what that means.
Let me give you another term. I want, because you're going to clarify a lot of things for us, because we understand that you was a pioneer in a lot of the slang that we use nowadays. So we're gonna get you to be instead of Webster Dictionary, we got Malik Dictionary. Right now.
Exactly.
So, no better.
Right.
Yeah. Queens get the money. When you hear this slogan, Queens get the money. What does that mean to you? Where does that stem from? What is that philosophy about?
Queens get the money because Queens always got money. We known for getting money. Like we know we got all the top hitters in the street. We got Fat Cat. We had Corley. We had Preem. We had Ronnie Bump. Like we had Bim. We had Black Just. We had Prince. Like to name names, I can name more 1,000 names right now. But we was known to get money. Niggas was making $100,000 a day. Niggas was making $1 million a week. You do the math. You feel what I'm saying? So niggas was getting money. Queens got money. And a lot of dudes that was getting money from other boroughs was affiliated somehow with Queens dudes because they was either working for them, they was getting work from them. You know what I mean? They was putting in work for them. You know, and the story goes on.
Got you. Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's 87. It's 87. You know, you graduating from Thomas Edison High School. What's on your agenda right now? Because you made more money than a man twice your age at this young age. So you're out of school. What's on your horizon now? What are you aiming for? What are you gunning for right now?
Well, what I'm gunning for is to spread more like throughout the world with this Body Bangout. And I got a couple of things in store now. I'm no. Up, you know,
I mean at that time, I'm talking about when you coming out of high school. Now you done with high school. Where's your focus at right now?
My focus was now I can hit the streets harder because I ain't got to go to school, right? Yo, so I can hit the streets harder, which I did. I hit the streets harder, and I got it. I can apply all my time to the streets. That's all. You know what? At that time, sorry to say, but that was the only thing important to me was the streets. I love the streets. You know,
so
I love them. I love.
But what you love about the streets so much
at the time?
What was it?
I love getting money. I just love everything. I loved everything about it. I love the women, the money, the cars, you know, a hustler's addicted to the streets more than an addict is addicted to the drugs.
Okay.
Yeah?
Break that down.
A hustler's addicted to the street. A hustler is addicted to the street life more than the addict is addicted to the drug. Meaning, an addict can rehabilitate itself more likely than a drug dealer can rehabilitate his habit. So when you start getting money, you got a taste to get money. You got that taste in your mouth for things, for cars, for jewelry, for money, for clothes, whatever it is, your vices, gambling, whatever it is, and you're gonna do whatever it takes to get that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like me, I still got a habit. I got a habit. I like shopping. I like cars. I like watches. I like cars. I like things. I like going out. So now I just apply that energy in a positive way to still maintain my lifestyle. You know what I mean? And at the same time, help others. Because remember, my old lifestyle took away from others. You know what I mean? Like I'm sorry to say, I destroyed a lot of families, man, selling drugs. You know, like a lot, you know, and I'm aware of that now. At the time, I wasn't aware of that because it was, you know, it was a form of selfishness, not even knowing what I'm doing to others, but, you know, using that terminology. Well, if they ain't gonna get it from me, they're gonna get it from somebody else. Yeah, but I'm contributing to the motherfucking problem. You feel what I'm saying? Not even knowing that. But now as an adult, now, you know, I got a lot of making up to do. I got a lot of repairing. So now I'm helping people. Like this fitness thing is bigger than what you think it is. It's bigger than just me making somebody lose pounds in 6 months, 7 months, putting out a workout that, you know, can help somebody lose 30, 40, 50 pounds. Nah, this I'm more of a freaking a psychiatrist. You feel what I'm saying? Like, look, let's rewind. I was supposed to, my last bid, I was supposed to take a course, you know what I mean, and become a counselor. Cause like when I was up north,
you said your last bid.
Well, my last bid that I did, the counselor recommended me. You know, I got a good word from the counselor. Yeah, my time when I was locked up. My counselor was like, they put a good word for me. I mean, I got out kind of early because of that. That was one of the reasons. You know what I mean? But I used to go to programs, right? And I'm talking about ASAT, KSAT, whatever these programs, anger management, whatever. And we sit in these programs and you got dudes that been in there for 30 years, 40 years. Yeah. Never said nothing in the program. You just go to program just to lighten their time up. You know what I mean? Just to swing around jail. You know what I mean? Just to, you know, get good approvals and all that. Whatever it is, get their point, whatever it is they try to get. So they wasn't active in it. So you know me, I'm being me. Like, you know, I'm active. Like I'm me. I'm not hiding who I am. I'm gonna be me. If you don't like who I am, that's your problem. You got a problem with it, that's it. You know, you feel what I'm saying? And that's why people gravitate to people who are real. You know what I mean? Like people gravitate to you being yourself, because this is a world of everybody being like everybody. So that's where the disrespect come in, because if that's like a lion trying to act like a freaking coyote, you can't be a coyote. You already a lion. Why you acting like a coyote? Like, that's not your freaking, that's not you. You know what I mean? And guess what? A coyote can detect that. You know what I mean? So that's where other people get things twisted and they get disrespected or they get mishandled or whatever it is they going through. But back to me, I'm in the groups and I'm like, I come out, yeah, my name Malik Ali, for 134. So next week, same thing, coming next week. Man, you got dudes, yo, my name's H.O.M.E. Shout out to H.O.M.E. If he home, he should be home now. He did like 35. But shout out to him. I'm using him. He like, yo, my name's H.O.M.E. You know, these shells, dudes who don't want to talk, don't want to come out, because whatever it is, I'm not even using shots, just other dudes that just came out. Yo, my name is blah, blah, blah. I'm from Brooklyn, or where I'm from. Yeah, I got 2 bodies. You know, whatever it is they expressing at the moment. So I got dudes to open. So the council like, how did you do that? Like, he don't like. So now I got dudes fiending to come to group and let themselves out, because a lot of anger be in people. Like you never know what somebody going through, man. Like, you see somebody walking down a block with a frown on their face, you don't know what the freak they going through.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's real.
And this is where I learned not to mess with people. Being in jail taught me not to like judge people, because you don't know what people going through, man. You could be standing next to a ticking time bomb, ready to explode at any moment. You know what I mean? And going to those groups help them release themselves. So now they clinging on to me, like, yo, you know what I mean? Like I'm like, damn, I think I knew friends. I'm like, God. And now when a person that been hiding so much inside of a shell, when they come out, it's like, oh man, you should have stayed in that shell. Because now I see why people hide. Now I see why people hide their true identity. People hide their true identity because they scared to reveal who they are, and they think and they think that people are going to take advantage of who they really are. You know what I mean? So people hide and they portray this image. Like, you see it all day. You see it all day. You don't even know you see it, but you see it. You know dudes like that. You don't even know that's them. You be like dudes who portray this certain image, but that's not them. But they portray it so much. And they stick with it because they scared to be who they really are, because they feel people's not going to respect that. People going to take advantage of that. People's not going to, admit them or whatever it is. So people walk around with this shell, you know what I mean? And that don't really be them. And I can detect that, you know what I mean? Like I see it all day. I see it all day. No disrespect to the, to gay people, like a gay man. He acts more woman than a woman. Like a vice versa, like a butch, like a butch. They may act more man than a man, like or a sucker. He may act more tough than a tough dude. Or you feel what I'm saying? A person that ain't acts more than a person that is. So you can see that because you're doing too much. Like you see a tough dude walking down the block. You see somebody walking down the block like you, like, hold on, you tough. You're not even like that. I can tell, because a real person don't even do that. A tough person don't even do that. A real person won't even tell you they real. A wealthy person will never tell you they wealthy unless you know they wealthy. You don't see a billionaire with 100 chains on.
Right.
You know why? Because he knows he's wealthy. He don't gotta show it. A person that know what they are don't have to show it, man, because you are. And that's where it comes down to, you being who you are without portraying it. And I bought that out of a lot of people, and they respect it. They was like, yo, man, you know what I mean? Because you feel better by releasing yourself. Like, the average black man is going through stuff, and we don't know what they're going through. they need some healing. I mean, you know, a lot of people been abused physically or mentally as kids, and they walk around taking time bombs as adults. That's why this world is like crazy right now. You see what's going on. You know what I mean? But
so you had to have a certain level of awareness and consciousness to be able to talk to these men and get them to open up, and you able to see a person's character and dissect it like that. Where did that come from? Was that growing up on 134? But where did that, what was you studying? What was you going through that gave you that?
Look, I'm gonna tell you what it is. And I was born, I'm Muslim. I was born Muslim.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy. I was born Muslim. So this is the way Muslims supposed to carry themselves. And you know, even though I strayed off, got caught up in, you know, other stuff, I always kept that in me. I always kept my Islam in me. And as I'm getting older, I'm like, how did I know this? How did I know that? My first time reading the 48 Laws of Power, I was like, this book is stupid.
Great book.
I ain't learned nothing off of this.
Really?
This is how I live.
Yeah, really?
This is how I live. Like, what the fuck? You ain't telling me nothing, nigga. You just got money off of, but people be like, ooh, ah. I'm like, say for instance, if things that when I was young, that people thought that I should have did, that I didn't do, they felt like, oh, you're a sucker for that. I'm not a sucker. I just was smarter than you are. And now, 30 years later, they like, wow, now they understand it. You didn't understand that why I did certain things, but as an adult, now you understand it. Because I thought before I did. I always thought before I did. So I did some stuff, but I did it because I maybe had to. You feel? Or I didn't do things because I didn't have to. You feel what I'm saying? But I just knew this. I just had it in me. It just was in me. And it's from being Muslim. I knew. You know what I mean? Like, that's what Islam teach. And I was brought up good until I hit the streets. You know what I mean? But I always kept that in me. I always kept the good in me. You know what I mean? Even though I had to do bad, because I was in the street. So in the street, you got to do things. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to do things. But I always outweighed my deeds I always outweighed my bad deeds with my good deeds. Because that's the only thing that you can take with you is your deeds. You know that, right?
True indeed. True indeed.
When you go, you can't take money with you. You can't take nothing with you but your deeds. So I always try to outweigh my bad with my good. You know what I mean? So I just had that in me. It was just always in me. And people seen that and they trusted it. You know, like them dudes, and like, come on, like they ain't trust a counselor to open up. Why they trusting me? You feel what I'm saying? So they knew.
Gotcha.
Is that what made you?
Know what I mean?
Is that what you said earlier? You said earlier, how you realize, how negative an impact you had on your community, and that this last bid when you're able to get these brothers, to show them true selves and open up, that's when you started seeing, I can have a better impact, a more positive impact. Is that when you started seeing this?
Nah, you know what? I've been seeing it, but I was utilizing it wrong. You know what I mean? Like I was utilizing it wrong in the street, because I was in a negative environment. But I was always positive. But when you're in a negative environment, you the only one positive. Sometimes you got to do negative things, you know what I mean, to be understood. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes you got to do negative things to understood, but I always knew it, and people knew it. Like, I always had respect for anybody. I got respect for a crackhead the same I got respect for the top nigga in the street. You know what I mean? Like me, I never looked up to nobody. You know what I mean? Because I was born Muslim, so God is dead. Allah is the only one that you look up. I never feared nobody. I never was scared of death, because I know in Islam, you born to die. You know what I mean? So I always had that understanding. So the way I carried myself, people seen it like, wow, like, what's up with this? You know what I mean? Like I can go to jail and I go in the house and dudes be like, yo, you go in the house, son, you better just do because they cutting every I go in the house and these niggas are showing me love. I'm like, what the freak y'all talking about? So that's because the fake can get detected. People see the real in you, and they respect that. Of course, you're gonna get tried, but you got to know how to handle yourself.
So
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I always knew. Yeah.
Let me ask you something. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I remember at this, you saying like 87 around this time. KRS-One had the record, the Bridge Is Over, which made it real difficult for Queens dudes, especially on the island. Did you witness any of that difficulty for Queens dude?
No, I mean, nah. But you know what? I'm from Brooklyn.
You from Brooklyn? Okay.
I'm from Brooklyn. I moved. Yeah, I moved to Queens when I was 13.
Got you. Okay.
I moved to Queens. See, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm born and raised in Brooklyn. Grew up in Crown Heights. You know what I mean? So I'm from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Went to 398. Went to 397. I went to 307 in Fort Greene and Fort Greene. So I'm from Brooklyn, but I moved to Queens. So I always had that. I always had a different, like you
had the Brooklyn
mentality. And when I had the Brooklyn mentality, I was Brooklyn. And when I moved to Queens, I changed a little bit because I seen the difference. And Brooklyn was, we stole, we robbed, that's what we did. You know what I mean? Coming up. So when I moved to Queens, people I stayed fly. Like I stayed fly because I used to boost. You know what I mean? I used to steal. So, but I never had no money on me. You know what I mean? When I first moved to Queens. So I never had no money on me. So they used to be like, yo, you a bum ass nigga, because they was selling drugs. Literally, you got a nigga 13, 14, you'll make $1,000 a day, $1,500 a day off of selling packs. So they like, you bum ass nigga, like, because I used to steal. So I was looked upon as a bum out there. Like, but I'm flying in all of them. Like different dressing. I'm polo down. Brooklyn, I'm guest down. Like but they like, this nigga steals. So that was considered as a bum. So that's when I started hustling. You know what I mean? Like, so I just transitioned to hustling, and it just switched over. But I'm originally from Brooklyn, so people like that's what combined my swag. I mean, according to others, because I don't see it, but they, that's what combined the swag, the Queens, the hard into the, the smooth, and it was different to others. So you know what I mean? It was just something different.
Gotcha.
Different. So that's where, so I guess that's where, like you said earlier, your style come from. It's just different. You know what I mean?
Understood. All right, listen. We're gonna take a small break. We're gonna take a small break, little 2-3 minute break.
Right.
We're gonna come back, and then we're gonna get into it, man, and see how Body Bangout starts to kind of formulate and come into existence, man.
Right.
So stay tuned.
Right,
It's H.O.M.E. We coming right back. Y'all be sick. Stay right here.
Right here. Right here. Yeah.
H.O.M.E. 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 H.O.M.E.